What time is it? Oh dear.
7:19.
What time is it?
Movie time?
Movie time!
Movie time!
Hello again team, it's Jess or JashiiCorrin and welcome back for another PowerSheets video. Today we're going to be checking in with what happened in April and what I have planned for May. Now if you followed along with my month of planning with me series, you've likely seen a lot of this page. But starting from the top, my encouraging words for April were let's stay in today. I decided to pick this one because with the lockdown that was happening in April, I felt it was better to change my mindset from I have to stay in to I get to stay in. Looking at my action items though, so we can see that there was a good variance in the amount of completion for my monthly action items. These top four here were just the broken down steps of decluttering my teacher folders, which I've had on my tending list for quite a while. So honestly, I'm pretty damn pleased that half of them got done. This included things like making sure that every folder had the same kind of layout in terms of where I could find certain resources and things like that. And also making sure that I did a tidy up of any resources that I don't necessarily use very often, so making sure they were named in a way that makes them easy to find, deleting any of the ones I didn't need anymore, that kind of stuff. In terms of review quarter one spending, I mean, I kinda did, in the sense that I looked at it and went, oh yeah, that's how much I spent. But I didn't really do any kind of analysis on that, which was really what that goal was about. On the very final day of April, I did make some progress on summarizing and saving the information for our South Korea and Queenstown trips. This is just so that when we actually get around to going to these places, that information's nice and readily available, so I don't have to essentially redo all the research. At this point, I've been able to save half of that information for both trips, but I still have a whole heap of emails sitting in my inbox waiting for me to pull information out of those and put it into that document, so not quite finished. Preparing for term 2 did happen, though there is still plenty to be done. With us doing remote learning at the moment for the students, it is very much important that I have all of my stuff ready at the start of the week. Because what I do during our first lesson is I post an announcement saying, alrighty, here are the links for all the videos for the week, all of the practice tasks are outlined on OneNote, so get going and I'll be here if you have questions. Which means that I do actually have to have all of the content for those videos prepared in advance. Reading of the 5-second rule, well, I only read one day out of the entire of April, and I certainly did not finish the book. That's not to say I'm not enjoying it, it's just I've been filling my time with other things. The month of planning with me series did happen, that was a lot of fun. If you didn't know what that one was, for every day in April I posted a video showing how I use my bullet journal, my PowerSheets, and my teacher planner, along with some other little tidbits of content that don't necessarily need to have their own full video, but could be fit into like a 3-minute slot in one of those ones. And of course, because you're watching this video now, my May tending list did happen. In terms of my weekly action items, so the first one I had was a social gathering, and this is because obviously we were in lockdown, you can't really go out to see people. But I did get to have a couple of Bujo Wednesday evenings via Discord with Rachel. And my friend and I did have one drinks evening via Zoom. In terms of towel washing and bathroom/sheets, these are my household tasks or chores, so most of those did get done, but I feel there is still work to be done in that space before it becomes a habit. FaceTiming with mum and dad went well, and for almost each week I did get to have a date night with Vogel. Of course, date night didn't involve going out anywhere, but it usually involved us kind of just taking the night off from being on our phones or being on our computers and sitting down and playing a game or watching a movie or something like that. And the budgeting did happen almost weekly. It was a lot easier and way less time consuming this month. For my daily action items I had 3, so I had morning work, active leisure time, and no spend. And honestly, these really did actually go quite well. One I'm particularly pleased with is the active leisure time, because a lot of the time during the term I don't get a lot of active leisure time. Most of my time gets taken up with making resources or marking or whatever else. So although it wasn't 100% perfect, it is still really good to see that one as full as it is. No spend certainly went well because there was nothing to spend money on. But towards the end of the month I did buy a couple things for my office, and I'm very excited for the rest of those arriving. Flipping over for our month in review though, just reading through these ones quickly, this month I am especially grateful for my awesome subscribers and everyone that tuned in for the Month of Planning with Me series. It was really nice getting to interact with you all through the comments, and in the live videos as well. Goals that are growing well are my peace-inducing spaces, so these are the ones in yellow, and also teaching effectively. During April I sent a survey out to my students about our remote learning lessons, and they all had really positive things to say, which was really nice. People I'm grateful for are Vogel for being an awesome ISO buddy, and also Emily for being supportive AF. She's a total sweetie, and before my live videos she'd be talking me up like, "You can do it, you're gonna be awesome!" Which was very much appreciated because I get very nervous with live public speaking. I'm choosing grace over guilt about continuing to not complete my financial goals, in particular my monthly ones, so all the ones about reviewing my budget just have not happened. Progress I'm celebrating, even if it was small, was a month of no takeaway, not that it was by choice, and also spending less. Because you could still technically buy things online, but I didn't do that. Some favourite memories from the month were fun virtual times, whether they be with my students or with my friends, the Month of Planning with Me series, and having lots of laughs with Vogel. And a good lesson that I learnt was more time does not necessarily mean more productive. For the month coming, I'm saying no to guilt about being not as productive as I would have liked to have been, and I am saying yes to balance. Choose what matters and say no to all the rest. So just a messy prepare well page. I kind of just chucked some stuff down yesterday. So important to-dos are remote learning and self-care. This month I'm excited for the Month of Planning challenge, and I'm also really excited about getting my workspace in order because I want to do a desk declutter, and I'm going to get my monitor stands, and I think it's just going to make working from home easier. Things on my mind, headaches and bloating, not been feeling so great. Putting off my schoolwork, and some uncertainty regarding the alert levels, like when are we going back to school. I am hopeful that this month I can work on having good balance, that I get my shit did, and that we can go back to school this month, because I do miss going to school. Nothing on this one because I don't need another calendar. I love that they put it in here. I don't love that it starts on a Sunday, but I love that they put it in here. I just don't use it. Over here we had my brainstorm for action ideas, and then we're on to my tending list. So, working from the top down, we have my encouraging words, which I stuck this sticker that says small victories. And I also wrote for myself that slow progress is better than no progress. I'm very much an all or nothing kind of person most of the time, and I'm really trying to remind myself that a job half done is better than a job not done. In most cases. For my monthly action items, I've put down those 2 folders that I didn't get finished for April. And I've also put down my personal OneDrive because at the moment there's just a file folder that says files to sort, and yeah, need to sort that one out. I have topic planning for 3 of my courses. So Year 11 Biochem and Physchem, and the Year 8 Science topic. Because honestly, with remote learning going on at the moment, one of my focuses for the month coming is going to have to be my teaching. I also put down gaming. I didn't specify the game because I want to give myself a bit of flexibility. If I put down a game and then I start playing it and I don't like it, I don't want to not fill it in because I didn't play it because I didn't want to. Does that make sense? I also have the 5-second rule. I didn't specify finishing it because I honestly don't know if I will finish it, but I would like to put some time and effort into continuing reading that one. And as always, I put down my next month's tending list. For my weekly action items, I have a weekly brain dump because I've been finding them really helpful at the moment because I just have a lot going on in my mind, and getting it down onto paper has been very, very helpful. I have a weekly act of self-care, so whether that be something like a face mask or making myself something special or something like that. For my goal about balance, I have taking a day off. I put day in quotation marks here because it doesn't necessarily need to be a full day, but just a long period of time. So whether that be like an afternoon on the weekend or something. I put down my housework tasks, so towels and then the bathroom/sheets. And then I also put down populate next week and schedule time. This one's related to my teaching goal because that's in my teacher planner. Over the past couple of weeks of remote teaching, I haven't been scheduling my time during my non-contacts, so I want to make sure that I'm doing that in the weeks coming. And then for my daily action items, I only have 2, and they are top 3 tasks. So that's designating the top 3 things that I want to get done in a day so that then I can feel accomplished if I get them done, and finishing my work by 5 p.m. A bit more of a simple list for the month coming because I honestly just want to work on focusing myself more on a select few goals, and I know that's literally what the PowerSheets tells you to do at the start of the year, but I didn't do that, and thus my progress was a little bit varied, I guess we could say. I'm hoping that by narrowing my window of focus, it's going to make me a lot more likely to get these things done. As always, I would love to know what are your goals and action items for the month of May. As you can see, mine are mostly related to peace-inducing spaces, teaching effectively, and then balance and mental health. But I always love to hear about what you guys are up to. Thank you for watching, team. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you wanted to see more from me, feel free to go check out one of my other videos. Until next time, bye!